What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Real Madrid Liverpool post-match analysis video. And what on earth was that first half by Liverpool? That was an absolute shocker of a performance by everybody, including Jurgen Klopp, because today we have to admit Zinedine Zidane has won the tactical battle against Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp messed it up big time by not starting the proper team. He started Naby Keita and that was a massive vote of confidence, but Naby Keita, was this the best game for him to come back in? Rusty Naby Keita against the Real Madrid team who started on the front foot with high energy, high tempo, and Liverpool looked lackluster, they looked lazy, they looked like a team who thought it's enough to just carry the shirt onto the pitch. And we didn't play with intensity, we didn't play with tempo, we didn't play with a high pressing, and also our passing in the first half was so bad. On this, at least level, Champions League quarterfinals against the record Champions League winners, Real Madrid, they won this competition 13 times for a reason. They exactly know what to do and how to play at this stage. They still have a lot of experienced players, and I'm sorry, but Liverpool played into their hands today. You can't not turn up in the first half. You cannot give Real Madrid a whole half of an advantage and expect to go through. And I mean, Liverpool still can go through, but it needs another miraculous comeback, just like against Barcelona, because Liverpool had put no pressure on the ball when Toni Kroos or Luka Modric had the ball, and we were still playing a high line, and it's absolutely suicidal. This reminded me of the Aston Villa 7-2 defeat that Liverpool suffered earlier this season, where we played a high line but we didn't high press the ball, we didn't high press the player of Toni Kroos, who can hit diagonal balls and through balls like through an eye of a needle. He's such a brilliant passer of the ball, and we had nobody around Toni Kroos for like 7 yards in a 7 or 8 yard circle. We had nobody around Toni Kroos, so he could just pick out Vinicius Jr. And also, of course, we played without Van Dijk, without Gomez, without Matip, and it showed, because Nat Phillips and Ozan Kabak on this level, probably not the best centre-back pairing, but Liverpool can't just blame the centre-backs for this defeat, because the whole team played absolutely shockingly bad in the first half. And so the first goal was inexcusable, terrible defending, like Nathaniel Phillips doesn't clear the ball, and Vinicius Jr. just walks in, runs through and scores past Alisson, who didn't have the best of games. But the second goal was absolutely suicidal. Trent Alexander-Arnold, who didn't have a great first half, just compounded it and made it a terrible first half for Trent Alexander-Arnold, because he could have that's another diagonal ball towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. And by the way, Zinedine Zidane, the reason why I'm saying that he won the tactical battle against Jurgen Klopp is that Zidane knew exactly how to nullify Liverpool's threats on the wing. They stopped Trent Alexander-Arnold and Eddie Robertson, they double or tripled up on them, and also Zidane targeted Trent Alexander-Arnold and Nat Phillips, that side. If you watch the Real Madrid attacks, a lot of balls and a lot of attacks went through that side of the Liverpool defense, and there is a reason for that, because Trent Alexander-Arnold is not having a great season, and also he bumps forward so much, so there is a lot of space behind him. But this time Trent should have just cleared the ball to the touchline and for Liverpool to regroup. Instead, Trent Alexander-Arnold tries to head it home to Alisson, but it's so difficult. It's a diving header, the ball is spinning, it's in the air, he misplaces it by a few yards, and it turns into a perfect pass, a perfect assist for Asensio, who just lobs Alisson and then walks the ball into the net. And that was absolutely embarrassing defending by Liverpool, and I felt so sorry for Alisson there, because he was really helpless and exposed there. So Liverpool had 0 shots, no shots in the first half, and Real Madrid had 9 shots. Yes, you heard that right. Real Madrid completely outplayed and dominated and outclassed Liverpool side who looked like they weren't on the pitch. This wasn't a Liverpool team of old, and I'm so frustrated because I was so excited for this game. I wanted Liverpool to get revenge for that 3-1 Real Madrid win in the Champions League final. Instead, what we got is probably Salah and Jota are the only two players who really turned up today. The rest of the team didn't turn up, and this just compounds an absolutely miserable season so far for Liverpool. And our only hope is that maybe we can win 2-0 and go through, but if not, we need to get Champions League football next season, because otherwise there will be some question marks over this Liverpool team. Is this just a blip? Is this just a bad season because of circumstances? Or is this the start of the decline for players like Firmino, like Sadio Mane, who again, Sadio Mane today had a really bad performance. He was very indecisive, that's how I can describe it. But at least Jota and Salah conjured up a goal in the second half, and that's the only thing that keeps this tie alive. That Mo Salah is ruthless in front of goal. That's, I think, his 27th goal of the season. An absolutely incredible return, considering how bad Liverpool have been sometimes this season. So Mo Salah tucks in the basically a ricochet shot, which was from Diogo Jota, who fake shots and cuts inside. He shoots, it's deflected into the path of Salah, who scores in off the underside of the crossbar. That 5 or 10 minutes for Liverpool was great, because I thought that Liverpool are back in this game and we can put some pressure at least on Real Madrid. It was actually a brilliant team play goal. It started with Trent, then Wijnaldum passes it to Salah, back to Wijnaldum, who carries the ball forward, and then Jota goes past a few Real Madrid players and his shot is deflected into the path of Salah. So you could call that a lucky goal. By the way, before the first Real Madrid goal, Mane was pulled back, or at least fouled, I think. Not pulled back, but like he was hit from behind, and the referee and VAR didn't give anything. But in fairness, Real Madrid also had a couple of penalty calls in the Liverpool in the Liverpool box, which the referee and the linesman didn't give. So there were a few really controversial, contentious decisions by the referee, who sometimes looked like he just didn't want to whistle for a foul. So it's 2-1 Real Madrid. Liverpool are back in the game, and then we again shoot ourselves in the foot with pretty lazy defending. Fabinho lets Modric cut inside onto his left foot in the box, and then Nat Phillips is just not marking Vinicius Jr. and Vinicius shoots first time between Nat Phillips's legs, and Alisson probably sees it late. The shot has power, but still Alisson is world class, and I expected Alisson to keep that shot out. But probably the indecisiveness and the lackluster performance maybe affected Alisson as well. So it's 3-1 Real Madrid. Vinicius scores 2 goals, and I mean, Liverpool made Vinicius Jr. look like bloody Pelé out there. And that's so frustrating, because Vinicius Jr. is not this good of a player, but we made him look so good today. And he was good, but not that good that he probably fires Real Madrid into the semi-finals. I still have hope, I still believe if Liverpool put in an amazing performance in the second leg, there is still a possibility that Liverpool can go through. And that's the most frustrating thing, that this Real Madrid team is nowhere near as good as the Real Madrid team that beat Liverpool like 3 years ago in the Champions League final. They don't have Cristiano Ronaldo, they don't have Gareth Bale. All of their major stars are like 3 years older, and Liverpool still puts in a performance like this, especially in the first half. The first half was absolutely shocking, probably the worst I've seen Liverpool play in many years. It was honestly unbelievably bad. Naby Keita was taken off in the 42nd minute by Jurgen Klopp. he basically admitted there that he made a mistake starting him. Thiago came on, and Liverpool looked a little bit more structured, and we going forward, actually the last 20 minutes Liverpool passed the ball around very well. Real Madrid sat back, stoked up the pressure, and we created some half chances. But what I also didn't understand is, why did Jota get taken off and Shaqiri came on? Why wasn't Mane taken off, who actually absolutely had a shocker of a performance? Sadio Mane, he was so indecisive. He had so many moments where he should have passed, he dribbles and loses the ball, and it was just a really bad, frustrating night for Liverpool. Let me know, what do you make of the performance? It's a mountain to climb for Liverpool, but Liverpool climbed many mountains before in the Champions League. Let's hope that we can put in another miracle performance at Anfield, but it will be extremely difficult without the Liverpool fans there. And also, Liverpool have a shocking Anfield record, losing 6 straight Premier League games at home. So it's going to be very difficult, but not impossible to go through. And it's really, really frustrating. That's it for today's analysis video. Let me know what you think. I'm obviously very disappointed, but let's hope that Liverpool can make the top 4 in the Premier League at least. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.